In the last video, we tackled our transitions and transforms. So we had some interactivity here. We got some animation here. Got animation on our call to actions. Some feedback on images here. And down here on our footer as well. So I wanted to get into doing our mobile, this right here. So I want to click on this and have it open up and finally get some navigation on our mobile, on the mobile site. So let's go over to VS Code. And I just have that here. So I have my header here, header file here. Let's close that up. Now, I guess I can go and do this and get it small, because we're going to be doing that. And we get more space here now. Before with a responsive, I needed more room on the right hand side here. So what do we need to do? So I want to be able to click here. So let's go ahead. We're going to need to set up a script. So we need a script here. So let's go and create a new folder, JS, new file, script, and let's call it index.js. Could be app.js, could be script.js, could be anything. Okay, so we'll need to add it. So I'm going to add it to here as well. And I might start coding in the index, just because there's multiple parts. It's not just the header here. And so let's do /, we need, and index. So let's do that, grab that, and also for here as well. Okay, so let's close this off for now. And in here, so let's name everything. So we have a name for there. We need a name for this. So ID equals, let's name this mobile menu. And I think we named this main menu. Okay, so that should be good. So next thing is we need to make some variables. So in our JS file, if you don't know anything about JS, just follow along. If you need, I'm going to be writing in vanilla JavaScript. So if you can't follow along, you can do a Google for like a W3 schools, look at their JavaScripts, check out their examples, and maybe if you're having difficulties. But this stuff is pretty simple. I'll explain everything. So let's go ahead, const, and I'm going to name a variable called nav document. And maybe you're familiar with jQuery. So this is just a different way of getting access to our DOM elements. So main nav. So now I have a connection between this main nav and here. So I'm going to do a couple more. And I'm going to do mobile menu and main menu. And rename those. So we have our variables set up. So we need to create an event handler for our click. So this mobile menu, let me save this. So we need this button here. So this button I named over here as, oh, I didn't. Wrong. So that ID should have been over here. I placed it on here instead of here, so I fixed that. So when we click on here, we want it to open this. Okay, so let's do a mobile menu dot add event listener. We're going to listen to a click, so button click, and we're going to create a function. And close that. So I have this event getting passed, so I have this function with this e getting passed, so I'm going to do e dot prevent default, and when that happens, nothing is going to happen when I do a click. So it's going to stop anything from working there. So it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't add a hash. Oops. Yeah, so normally it's going to add a hash, right? Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to test to see if our menu is open or not, this main menu. So we need to go and check if our main menu class list dot contains, oops, we're going to do hidden. So right now it has hidden, it's hidden, right? So when that happens, it'll run this code here. So main menu, actually let me just grab this and remove and close that off, and let me do this and add. So opposite, if it doesn't have contain, I'll add it. So let me save that, and if all this is working properly, some magic should happen. Yay, this is working. Now what I want to do is add a toggle so this disappears and my X appears, because I have two SVGs here. One is my X close and this one is my burger menu. So what I'm going to do here is add another link or another const, and I'm going to do, actually let's just do this, and I'm going to do this mobile menu icon, and I'm going to grab this. So instead of documents, I'm going to look up in this variable. I'm going to do SVG. In the query selector, this function has to be all. So now this is going to return me all the SVGs that are in this link, or this button, this element here. So what I need to do here is I'm going to create a function, functions, and function, and I'm going to call it toggle burger, burfer. And I don't need any parameters. So what I'm going to do here is, in here, I'm going to take the mobile menu icon variable. I'm going to do a for each. So I'm going to loop through everything. So do that. So I'm going to get, so I'm going to have a variable here. So mobile menu icon. So MMI equals. So every time this runs, I'm going to do the same, a similar check to this. So instead of mobile menu, our main menu, I'm going to do a check. I'm going to toggle it on MMI. And once that is done, once I set that function up, I'm going to put it into here. And as it runs, it's going to also do the same thing here. So let's save that. And click there. And yay, it's working. That's what happens in programming when you type all this stuff here, hoping it works, and you're just excited after it just works. Okay, so we got that. I think that's all I'm going to do for this video. I think that's all. Oh, let me copy this over. So I'm going to copy the header into menu. So let's check over here. And all that should be saved. And yeah, it all works. I find this a little bit too... not enough space here. Let me check that out. That would be in my CSS, I think. Or is it here? my2. my2. Yeah, there's a little bit more space here. Maybe I should just go and... where is this? 6 and on H8. So grab this header, save that, and on here, see, yeah, there we go. And on iPad, it should go back to being bigger. Okay, I think that looks good. So I'm going to end the video here, and we'll take a look at another JavaScript thing, probably the scroll to top. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the content so far. If you have any questions or feedback, please leave a comment down below. To stay updated with the latest content from the channel, you can subscribe by clicking right here in the middle.